Hi again everyone, I hope you're all doing really well. I am here with the latest update on the Vinco Ventures short squeeze, ticker symbol BBIG or BBIG. So yesterday there was a juicy rally for the stock early in trade, hitting an all-time high of $12.49, marking a 29% increase for the stock at its peak, before settling at $10.22 at the end of close, representing a final increase on the day of just shy of 6%. So in this video, I'm going to give you a quick update on what this all means for the short squeeze effort so far and discuss what the outlook is for the short squeeze play heading into Thursday's session. If you are liking my tracking of this short squeeze with the daily update videos, please let me know in the comments below so I will know whether or not I should keep making them. I am following the stock for my own trading benefit, but I just want to ensure that people are liking these regular updates for the same stock, much like how I followed XL's stock during its short squeeze. Anyway, let's get straight into this update. So here's the state of play so far. We have the various trend lines representing key price levels for the stock that we have identified so far. The ones we were looking at yesterday were the $10 and $10.50 mark, represented by this red line and this dotted green line. Pleasingly, the stock spent most of the day above the $10.50 mark, although it did go on a slide in the end of close, which continued in the aftermarket. The other thing I want to highlight here is the red box, which is capturing all of the distressed short positions prior to yesterday, as well as this small pocket from last Friday. The other point of major note is how significant the volume was through yesterday, which very much continued on from the rally which occurred late during Tuesday's session. Updating our chart to show all of the windows of currently distressed short positions following yesterday's trade, I have placed additional red boxes. I've also now added this yellow box to capture areas where there may be some other short trades caught up. However, this trading window has had the opportunity to get out, but there are always people looking to get greedy, so there is likely to be some short sellers caught up in those areas. I will come back to this chart shortly with some trend analysis, but first I want to look at the aftermarket action that was seen yesterday, as this was quite significant. So this Google chart shows the steep decline the stock went on in the last hour of trade, a trend which continued to an extent in the aftermarket. In a worrying sign, this low volume session saw the price dip back below the $10 mark, which I was hoping would be a new level of low resistance for the stock to see the small volume session close at $9.79. Whether or not BBIG opens at this point or not on Thursday is another matter, but it could be an indicator as to what way things are heading, especially given the sagging market sentiment which seems to be cropping up globally at the moment. So to play with the chart a little bit, I have removed my previous green trend line capturing the lower lows and replaced it with an upward trend line which is catching the new trend of high lows. This is obviously something that would be a feature of an ongoing short squeeze. Now at this stage I don't place much credence in this line at the moment, but it might be helpful for capturing how low the stock may fall. If the line holds up, it might test our $8.75 line, which was previously a resistance point, but may become a new level of lower support. To put the aftermarket into perspective, I have placed a blue circle that has its central point at where the close of the late trade finished at $9.79. So there is still some scope for further decline if this new trend line is anything to go by, and we do indeed see a continuation of this price decline. I think I will personally be watching for this market if there is indeed further stock price retreat early in Thursday's trade, as it may or may not present a good buying point. Trade finished in the middle of the Bollinger Bands yesterday, as well as in a relatively neutral position in the RSI, which to me suggests we could see the price action go either way at market open. However, there are a few contemporary headwinds in the form of the weaker macro environment, which could potentially get worse following what may be announced by the European Central Bank near the opening of the trading session, as well as the downward momentum the stock saw late in trade yesterday and through the aftermarket. So as very much often seems to be the case, it is very hard to tell what way the stock is going to go. Finally, just updating on the short data figures a little bit. Based on the data I have available to me, there have only been two significant changes, that being a slight uptick in the borrow fee, which is understandable as the stock price has moved further away from the likely average short position price. There was also further significant swelling in the market cap, which is impressive when you consider this in line with the scale of volume we saw yesterday. Anyway, we are in an increasingly high stakes environment with this short squeeze play. I've said all along that I don't think this is a good stock that I want to hold in my portfolio long term and am using it purely for trading opportunities. Also, remember that this is a high risk stock and you should not consider what I'm saying as investing advice, as there's every chance I am completely wrong about all this. Anyway, what do you guys think about the stock? Are we going to see a resumption of the rally higher on Thursday, or are you expecting a bit more of a pullback following the recent gains? Let me know in the comments below. Finally, if you are new here, I would like to let you know that I am looking to set this channel up as a social enterprise in the future, meaning I want to use the profits generated from YouTube advertising to support a range of good causes that I feel passionate about. So by watching the videos and following the channel, people are able to help make a difference to these causes without donating any money, but simply by donating their time and attention, as the profits come from the YouTube advertising. I think it's a unique approach to making a difference in the world, and I would love for you to sign up and be a part of all that. Anyway, until next time guys, may the markets trade in your favor. Cheers.